You're at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Des Otaku, who says, if you have seen the new Godzilla movie, which is better in your opinion? Shin Godzilla or Godzilla 2? If not, what's your opinion on the similarities between Anno's Godzilla versus Eva? Unfortunately, I did not get around to watching Godzilla 2 before the end of the month. I was going to before answering this, but whatever. Shin Godzilla is one of my favorite movies. I think it's a masterpiece. I love Hideaki Anno, obviously, and Eva. The parallels are innumerable. I mean, first of all, there's the fact that he uses the same fucking music. But I really think that Anno, like most creators, I think has a sort of message that he can't help but to repeat again and again. And Eva has a hopeful message, but it's from a position that is sort of destitute. It's like Shinji is a character who has no connections to anybody. He's completely in his own head. He's dragged in by the fact that his father is, involved in Nerve. But he doesn't even feel a connection to his father. He feels like that connection was severed. So he comes in, he's an island of a man trying to make connections with other people, getting hurt along the way. And in the end, it's basically just his ability to even continue attempting, even like in the face of like the most pain he could possibly feel, still deciding to continue trying. Um, that's the only victory that's afforded at the end of Evangelion. It's hopeful, but in a very downer way, the Godzilla movie is not like that at all because it's about people who are deeply connected, deeply ingrained. It's about like a society and how everybody in it is functioning together. And, there is no question of self worth. There's no question of the meaning of those connections. It's all right there. But the decision making is more about like, can we come together and make a decision when it counts? You know, um, can we sort of push aside bureaucracy and get to a deeper level of communication? Can we reach a state where we are, like this? We need to have bureaucracy in place. We need to have a structure for society to function, but we can't get lost in that structure because the human core of it is the ability to take action in service of humanity. That is the core purpose of a government. That's the core reason to have, the collaboration. So, like, Ava, I mean, I think the closest thing that Ava has to Shin Godzilla is the jet. What's it called? Jet. Fucking. The thing where. The one where Misato has to stop the nuclear reactor robot. And, the whole reason that the guys can't stop it is that they're hung up in all this bureaucratic shit. Like, there's too many hoops you have to jump through to make a decision, whereas Nerve is capable of just acting on, their just acting on the knowledge that they have. And that's exactly what the coalition that it ends up being set up in Shin Godzilla is. It's like when bureaucracy fails, a bunch of people who are no nonsense and are, capable of faster, better communication solve the riddle of what's going on. And so I consider it like a love letter to the top autists, as Dick Masterson would call them, like the freaks, weirdos, and otaku, as they literally describe themselves in the movie. It's like a bunch of people who are obsessives who have the specialized knowledge necessary and, are not hung up in trying to communicate with social grace. They're just communicating the point as fast as possible in the way that is most indicative of how they understand it. And there's people there who can just operate as, I would say the main character is sort of a bridge between those people. Somebody who can understand all the different shit, including the bureaucrats. Like, he can understand people of all these different types and form a bridge of communication between them, which is what makes him a great project lead, a great director, if you will. So yeah, I don't know if that's how Ano sees himself or if that's something that he admires, something that he thinks is necessary. But yeah, I love that fucking movie. So definitely a lot of parallels to Ava and all of Ano's work, and to the sort of otaku hero's journey. I would say it's very much an otaku hero story. So that's some dank shit.